Good morning and welcome to the Morning Americano. My name is Deny Gallagher. I'm joined today. So on this, we like to switch up the cast every now and again. Joining us in the middle quadrant today, if you're watching on YouTube, Adrienne, Laurén. I love the little accent in there. I will get into that branding. And as always, maybe Nico in the far right corner. What's going on?
Yeah, it's the morning.
I know. Thank you for getting up, Morning Americano style. First, we'll go around. Start with Adrienne. Give us a little what's in your cup and then a little introduction to the people.
Oh. Good morning. Hi, Adrienne. I'm so happy to be here. Rise and shine. I have coffee with some French vanilla in it. It's great. And yeah.
There we go.
Cute.
I drink most of it, so.
Lay, welcome back. What's in your cup this morning?
I just got some green tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to do a mocha, but I was like, that's a lot of sugar right now.
You do a mocha at home? You like make it?
I date a chef, Denny.
Oh, I always forget you date like Carmi from The Bear. Like,
yeah.
But that's awesome. But well, we are gathered here today because it is January 6th, 2025. And on January 6th, 2024, we kicked off this little Americano journey. And I want to start with Adrienne here because Adrienne quite literally joined the cast on January 4th. So take me through your process with all of that and hearing about it and leading up to it and your impressions of all of that.
So the process was insane. It was so quick. And I just remember like the callback was like, you're like, hey, can we jump off on a call? And it was like a Sunday morning and I was like literally sleeping and you're like, can we make it at this time? And I'm like, yeah. And I sprint out of my bed, like so fast, pick off all the blankets and I put on my coffee. I had 2 coffees and I sat on that, that Zoom call. And then all of a sudden I'm booked and it was like, I got the script and it was like a day away. It felt, it was like the turnaround was insane, but so exciting.
Lay, for context, we might have been doing the first day at the coffee shop on that Sunday when I was like, Adrienne, let's do the whole damn thing. And you guys know my writing by now. It sometimes can be a little wordy. And Adrienne had like 2 giant monologues of just like crushing like a 5-day span. It was crazy. So
yeah, no, you had a lot of text, girl. And I remember it was actually, you weren't there the first day, I don't think.
I don't think so.
And I remember Denny, you picked me up from the train station. We were just talking and I'm like, oh, how's the rest of the cast going? And we're just like, oh, I think we like, might have booked someone already. And I was like, we
might have.
I remember him saying like, yeah, we're shooting. I was like, wait, what?
Like, oh my God, yeah, Adrienne. And then you came into the car, like you picked us up. You were in the car and we got picked up. And I was just like, oh, when did you get booked? You're like, yesterday.
Yeah. I was like, great to meet you. Happy to be here.
Man, what a champ.
But
crazy.
Oh, that's so fun.
In full defense with these things, it's like, so I had been building up to this since like, I don't know, like August. I quit the job at Sirius XM and was like, so it was supposed to be a short. I had talked to Darren and Marcus, to hop on the short, like just those 2 essentially, like those 2 in like the coffee shop, and that was going to be it for my thesis. But I was like, all right, let's kind of play around here. So we had Darren, then we had Marcus, and we had Antonio, and oh my God, see, okay. Also sidebar on this, it's like when you're in the edit with people, so many people refer to you guys as your characters that it's like then you start referring to, and it's a nuts thing. Yep. But I want to get back to Adrienne here and finding the character in a short amount of time. How do you do it? Because I could not do what I asked you to do.
First of all, the coolest part about that too, and you're like, all right, we start on this day. And I was like, wait, that's in 24 hours or whatever it was. I was like, whoa. It was like my first job of 2024. So like, it was also like, I was definitely like hopping around my apartment, like so excited. So And then you said part of it was being filmed in Jersey City, which was also really cool and relatable, obviously. And I don't have to travel too far, which was really awesome. Finding the character, I mean, I read the script and I just thought he was so fun because as the audience or like as viewing it for the first time, you don't know whether or not you like her or not, which is really cool. You were like, is she evil or good? Like, where does she stand and what's her intention? So I think that was really cool and it was fun to play with. Yeah.
Excellent tease. We'll be putting that out everywhere so that people watch it, because it's like on your first viewing, which is what most people haven't even gotten to experience it. Like, so the way that we're kind of building out this little press story is that like most people are learning this through you guys who have experienced everything so far, and this is like old hack to us, but then they get this whole fresh content experience. Lay, you had even more time to sit with this thing, not by much. You had like 3 weeks, which is like by normal film standards nothing, but how did you find Mac and get into her?
Oh, I think Mac lives in all of us. She's so weird. I really, really like her. I love Mac. I think there's something really childlike about her. And I think that's something that I think I have a really youthful quality in general. Just very baby. She's just very uncertain of herself. Or, okay, well, she is, and then she isn't. It's a whole thing, you know. But yeah, I could relate to that. Especially she's an artist. That wasn't a far leap for any working actor who was on your set. And yeah, she just kind of felt like a caged bird, and that wasn't really hard for me to get in touch with. Yeah, really.
And I'm so happy that we all got to do this film at this time in our lives before. It's like, because 30 is like a whole other thing to like battle with and challenge with. So it's like something that's so like, I don't know, like I couldn't write it now. Like I 100% couldn't get in touch with that. But and then just in terms of the experience of the whole thing, easiest part, biggest challenges.
When it was freezing cold.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
It was quite cold sometimes in there. I mean, aside from that, that's really nothing. But I just remember being like, oh, I think I see my breath in them.
Well, it's fine. You had like a really intense exterior. I remember shot.
The only
it was cold.
The only exteriors were you. I don't know how.
Nice.
My endurance. And I think I don't know. Coming into it when you guys were already on set, and I wasn't on set as much, but there was always such a cool dynamic between the cast and the crew, of course. But the cast was just like, you could just see everyone played off each other, even off screen. So it was a really fun cast, and I'm so happy I got to be a part of it. That was my favorite part, meeting everyone and meeting you,
Lay.
I agree. It was just, I mean, I wanted to say like being there, showing up was very easy.
Right?
Yeah, like the environment was cool. The cast obviously awesome. Like Adrienne and I got to do a shoot like a couple months.
Say that. Like we stayed. That was so cool. Sorry to cut you.
No, please cut me off. I don't care. Marcus and I have seen each other a couple of times. I think I said this the last time I was on here. Like Denny, you like introduced a good group of people together. And then the hardest part, honestly, was just so cold. What are you gonna do? It's like January on the East Coast. It was brick. Brick.
And this is where I want to give the major hat tip to the G and E team, holding down the backdrop, all of our PAs.
Yeah.
Like Tom was out there.
The whole class.
Yeah, the whole crew just absolutely crushing it. Not a easy task, I was, this dabbled from student film to professional film, but when we got the people of Madison being like, what's going on at Sunday Motor, also shout out to Sunday Motor for essentially building that would have cost a fortune. So yeah, just incredible experience. We'll dive more into this over the course of this podcast, but happy anniversary. Americano's starting to shoot.
Oh, it's so exciting.
All right, let's turn our attention to what can I get started for you, even though we technically already got everything started for you. We laid out the whole thing there. Adrienne,
Okay.
Over our first cup of coffee in the morning, what can I get started for you?
I get started for you. So, I guess I have been working on a film, which is really cool, and I got to travel for it. I went to Spain, and the exciting news is I'm going to Cuba in March to film.
Okay.
For the same one or a different one?
Same
Oh
one.
my gosh, this is the one where you had a son, right?
Yes. So cute.
Yeah, so freaking cute.
This card. We're friends. It's great.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Yeah, so fun. So starting off the new year great, and I feel good. And I was up till, I don't know, 1 a.m. I was texting him. I was like, I got to make sure I get these auditions done because I got everything at once. I have one to do right after this, but it's good. It's a good problem to have.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. So
There we go. I love it. Happy 2025. Getting started for Adrienne Hot right there. All right. Lay, what can I get started for you?
I was talking about how I have a lot of trouble sleeping, falling asleep. So
Yeah.
I was like, I have a weighted blanket on me right now.
Hell yeah.
And I love it. Have you ever had a weighted blanket, Denny?
I love a weighted blanket. You like the quality of the because it's like, I don't know, like I like to sleep like clutching a pillow like my life depends on it. Yeah. To the point where I lose circulation in my hands.
What?
So it's like I love a weighted blanket. Yeah.
What are you holding on to?
Just like a pillow as hard as I can.
I don't. That's great. Well, Adrienne, if you don't know, they come in varying weights.
Okay.
So I think I have like a 15-pound one.
Is that like an average?
I think so. And then there's like 20.
Yeah, heavier. Okay.
They're like heavy. Like whenever I'm like moving it, I'll move it from like the bed to the couch to obviously a chair, and it's like you kind of have to brace your core for it.
I have to have you send it to me so I can get
I think I got mine at like Costco. But yeah, I'll send it. Yeah.
Great.
But I freaking love it. And I just usually have a hard time. The last time I told you this, Denny, I've been having a hard time sleeping.
Yeah.
No, I was supposed to go on with Marcus the last time, but I overslept. I'm so sorry.
I love it.
I just watched both of them again, and you did say in the beginning, you're like, I think Lay's coming on. Well,
maybe, who knows?
I'm so sorry. I felt so terrible, but like I took a melatonin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever taken a melatonin. It's like it's a gamble.
Yeah. They give me like colorful dreams, which is
I wish.
Yeah.
They just give me grogginess.
Yeah.
So that's what was the question?
What can I get started for you? It's pretty simple, yeah. I love it.
Does anybody ask you, Denny?
Well, late it's supposed to go across the
Yes,
YouTube.
I keep forgetting. Denny, what can I get started for you? No, Adrienne, you're great.
I would love to talk about the Golden Globes and the New Jersey representation in it. Zoe Saldana bringing home a Golden Globe. She's from Passaic. Sebastian Stan brought home one, Rutgers alum. Let's see, a complete unknown nominated shot here in Jersey City 6 months after we shot, and they got out in 3 months, which is like shout out when you have all of the money and are able to have your crew in place for 5 years.
Shout out for money, to money.
That's right, to money in film. Happy 2025. But I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out any of the Golden Globes. Shout out to Amelia Perez taking home the big prize, the Brutalist.
I haven't seen that yet, but I really want to.
Yeah,
I was really happy to see that win.
But anyway, I bring this up because, you know, sometimes on the social, topical content does pretty well. Any red carpet looks that you guys like, because this is my goal for bringing this up. I'm manifesting this for all of us in between 3 to 5 years. The Golden Globes.
Zendaya is like already keyed into my algorithm, so I saw her like every time I open my app.
Did you guys see Emma Stone? She rocked a new pixie cut.
Yes.
What the heck?
She looks amazing, and it really suits her. Oh my gosh, I was so shocked. I was literally copying. I was like, go on. Like,
what color is her hair right now?
I think it's like my color.
It's it's very Anne Hathaway, Les Mis. Right
now. Love.
Miley Cyrus was there, and she looked amazing. I mean, she was.
Who was?
Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
And she's got a like Tina Turner thing going on with her hair. Like, I love it for her.
I think it was inspired. Yeah, it looks great. And then also, Did you watch the whole thing, Denny?
I watched till about like 10 o'clock or so, but then I watched the rest this morning.
Jodie Foster one.
Yes.
And her speech was the cutest thing ever. I couldn't you could tell how happy she was. Like we were watching her speech, and I was like, I can't stop smiling. How much she deserved that. It was so beautiful. Yeah. How awesome does she look?
Look at that.
So cool.
Wow.
For
Rocket, but I think she looks great. I don't know what film she's doing for it, but it looks awesome.
For those of you listening along, Lay just popped up her phone and showed us a pic of Emma Stone on the Oscars. Oscars, Jesus.
She has a good
Golden
head.
Globes red carpet.
She's got a good head for it.
She looks
amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
But Demi Moore won after her first thing ever, gave a nice speech about not giving up. The Substance, Lay, I think The Substance is your kind of movie.
Scary. See, I want to watch it, but have I ever told you guys this? I am not good at watching scary movies, but I'll watch for the art. Like for my birthday, I asked my best friend to watch Hereditary with me because I can only watch it with her.
Movie of all time.
What did you just say? What was the superlative you just gave it? The best? The scariest?
The scariest movie of all time.
I was like, guys, I want to tap out. 10 minutes in.
That was hard. Yeah.
I was like this. But like there were like 3 distinct times in my movie watching experience that I was like, I need to quit. I'm gonna quit.
I can't watch this.
But we finished. But God, that was so scary. I had to turn on Bob's Burgers after. It was so scary.
So The Substance, I actually started watching it on a plane, and I don't recommend because it's like it gets graphic and with like. It just gets graphic. And I just remembered looking to my left and to my right, and I had a little old granny over here. I was just like, I don't know. I feel like there's judgment going on. It's so creative in how they do their shots. And I mean, it was so cool to see her win it, Demi Moore. And like her speech was inspiring. And
So The Substance kind of premiered at TIFF, and I had no idea that like the whole story of it, that it was originally a Universal film that Universal dumped the movie, and the way that it was marketed at TIFF was kind of like what we were doing. Like there were flyers on like telephone poles that was like try The Substance, and it was like one of those like take one. So I was like, okay, like this is like what's like the budget for this movie? I didn't know that it was like a $15 million movie. But yeah, no, and now it's getting all of the love. So big win for movie. Big win for Margaret and Demi and the whole team.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that she hasn't won.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
think that was her first one. That's crazy.
One of the biggest inspirations for Americano, to bring it back to why we're here, St. Elmo's Fire.
Yes.
So it's like that whole crew. So kind of to see like her thriving. Rob Lowe doing his thing still. It's cool to see that you can have longevity. That was probably a big takeaway from the Golden Globes last night. Gene Smart winning again. And to keep it, Jersey, Jeremy Allen White not being there because he's finishing up playing Bruce Springsteen, which I hear is pretty good.
I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. My mom is literally the ultimate fan. She has like a Polaroid picture from the Stone Pony in Asbury Park of him and her, and I'm like, Mom, this is actually cooler than you're making it seem. But so I can't wait to see that. Go New Jersey.
Go New Jersey. Shout out to the Golden Globes and everything like that. But before we get out of here, because time is winding up, I always like to keep these things between 15 and 20 minutes. And because my internet is unreliable, we're probably going a little bit longer. Just a quick parting shot as we go off to the day. Can also be about anything. Can be about the film. Can be about what you got going on. So, Adrienne?
Okay. No, I just want to, this is so cool. I just want to say thank you for having me here. Yeah, I'm going to go that route because you're like, oh yeah, you're going to be available this time. I'm like, let me get my coffee ready. Yes, I will, no matter what I have to do. Just a cool experience, a great way to start the year, kind of on the anniversary. And I'm looking forward to seeing the film out. And yeah.
Lay?
Oh my gosh, so bad. Stay warm.
Get your weighted blanket.
Yeah, go buy your weighted blanket. You're nearby Costco.
Get your weighted blanket. Get your chef to make you a mocha.
Get your chef to make you everything.
Yeah,
Anything.
exactly. Hopefully news about Americano coming soon. Got a couple interesting developments happening in January, so we will see what happens there. But in the meantime, for Adrienne, for Lay, I'm Denny. Thank you for having your first cup of coffee with us this morning.
Thank you. Cheers.